Hello my fellow readers, today I'm going to be talking about a relatively new shonen series, and that's Mashle. I believe Mashle is now up to volume 3 here in the States. I don't often do reviews on shonen titles, and it's also like my secondary reading, because usually I read shoujo, but I was intrigued by this one. So Mashle, the subtitle is Magic and Muscles, and that just intrigued me. And you can see our main character here on the front in wizard robes with the whole magic wand and everything. And he's breaking it, as you can see. And so I was like, you know what, I am going to try this. It looks funny. I love magic school stories and settings. So I grabbed Mashle, actually borrowed this from the library, because I knew, you know, I probably wouldn't get this for my shelves, but I was intrigued enough to borrow it, and quickly found that this is ridiculous and has me giggling, and it's such a weird story that I have no idea where it's going to go. So Mashle opens with our young hero out in the woods somewhere. He is like working out and he's eating cream puffs. He loves cream puffs, like loves them, like eats them nonstop. And then we jump to an older man who introduces himself as Regro Burn Dead, and he's 75 and he is a wizard, and his son just happens to be our young hero, whose name is Mash. And Mash does not have magical abilities, and this is a magical realm where everybody should have magic. We do come to find out in the unfolding of events in this first volume that Mashle does not have magic. What Mashle lacks in magic, he makes up for in muscles and strength training. And we also find out that Regro Burn Dead is not his natural father, but is more of his adoptive father. When Mashle was a baby, he really should have been executed because he didn't display any signs of magic. But Regro, who I believe was assigned to assess him and take care of things, couldn't kill him for whatever reason, and decides to take him in and run and hide and raise him as his son, which is great because then we have this. But when Mash is discovered, coincidentally enough, he's discovered when he sneaks into town to buy cream puffs, because, as I said, he's obsessed with cream puffs. He's discovered by some guard or whatever, I don't remember, and they follow him back and discover Regro, and then they're like interviewing him about all of this stuff, and they determine that Mash has to prove his abilities. So he has to do this magical test, which could either enter him into the Magic Academy, or I believe he'll get executed. It's one or the other. And Mash is fine with that. He's gonna smash it with his fists. He's gonna win everything. And coincidentally enough, that is exactly what he does. Mash goes to these magical trials and he passes all of them, but just through like sheer dumb luck and physical ability. None of it is done through like actual magic. It's the power of his muscles. And so he does end up passing the final trial, and of course after that he has to enroll in magic school, and that's where we end this volume. I mean, there's still more in the volume, but he is attending the Magic Academy, and he has to do all of these different stuff that Magic Academy students will do. I think it's in this volume. I did read volume 2 as well, but I think it's in this volume that he's in like one of the classes for flying a broom. I love it so much. And he passes, but he doesn't actually like fly. And I'm trying to remember if it was class or I know he gets invited to do this game that involves flying. But he doesn't actually like fly. He just is able to like jump really high, and like just the force of his muscles, he can make it look like he's flying and doing all of this stuff. But it's really all with his strength, and it's fun. This is not, I don't know, maybe it'll change, but this is not the kind of series you go into expecting like super high drama or that'll stress you out. It's one that you can go through like giggling. There's so much humor in it, and it's light and fun, and yeah, I just really enjoyed that, because sometimes you just need a break from the solid things, and we still have like a muscle man hero, like typical shonen, but it's such a joke around it that it's so funny. And like you'd think that all of these people surrounding him that have these magical abilities would, one, be able to suss him out that he's not able to use magic, but that two, would also be able to defeat him. But time and time again, he can win magical fights or whatever just through his sheer will and strength. And I liked it. I like that whole idea. I still love the magical school setting. I like some of the character interactions that he runs into these people, like his roommate. I'm trying to remember, his roommate was kind of scared of him at first, but there was like whole issues with his roommate. He of course has people that want to go up against him. And I think the other thing is that these students have to collect like a certain number of shards or whatever, and then they're recognized, and I think maybe they pass the academy. I don't remember the exact story with the pieces. Oh, it's a coin, I should say. It's like shards of a coin. And like if they complete the coin, I think they level up or something, or they get recognized better. So that's what Mash is trying to do, is get these coins, all basically so that he can be left alone, and just be able to survive. But that's just his end goal. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna get these coins and I'm gonna get out of here. I don't care about any of this stuff. I just gotta do whatever I can. And I don't know, he's just such an interesting character. There is a girl that he rescues, if I remember correctly, and then she forms kind of a crush on him as her hero, and he's so oblivious to that fact. Like, he just doesn't care. He'd rather eat cream puffs. And it's just funny. Y'all, it's funny. I just there wasn't too much of the humor that I don't like, because there are certain like jokes that I'm just like, I don't care. I just don't care. It was just stupid. Like, it's just that sounds weird, but it's just funny. Like, it's just funny in general. And I liked it. So if you're looking for a nice, light, fun read, but maybe you still like the battles or the tension. I feel weird like saying that, because I feel like it's different than that. But if you do like that kind of shonen battle world, but you want it to be funny and lighthearted, then I would actually recommend Mashle a lot, because it's just good. And I like too the author of the work is kind of funny too. I'm trying to see if there was the inserts in this one. Yeah, so there'll be like explanations of the characters and whatever, and I just think it's well done and well developed, and I do look forward to seeing where this goes. I'm hoping this won't be, you know, an incredibly long series, that it'll just stay light and fun for, you know, a short time, and then we'll wrap up nicely, maybe with him just living his life eating cream puffs in the woods like he was doing before. I don't know. But for now, I'm enjoying it. I think it's super fun. And it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Again, if you're looking for a light, fun read with still some, you know, battles and leveling up, then give Mashle a try. That's it for this video. Until next time, bye.